What's the boldest thing I ever did without thinking? I swapped out my twins' medication for sugar pills to prove she was faking her illness. But that's not even the part one regret most. Being identical twins, we shared everything, clothes, friends, even birthdays. But one thing she always had more of was attention. When we were 16, she started having symptoms no doctor could explain. Constant pain, exhaustion, dizzy spells. Our parents took her to top specialists while I stayed behind with our grandmother. For 3 years, I watched as she became the center of everything. Savings drained on treatments, mom left her job, dad worked double shifts. I handled school alone, applied to colleges alone, and celebrated milestones in silence. I tried to be supportive. I really did. But then something didn't add up. Her symptoms always seemed to get worse right before events that weren't about her. My graduation, dad's celebration dinner, mom's birthday. Suddenly, she'd be too sick to attend, and everything would be put on hold. Then I found a hidden social media account. Pictures of parties when she claimed to be bedridden. Videos of her dancing on days she said she couldn't walk. I felt stunned, betrayed, furious. So I made a choice. I emptied her capsules and filled them with sugar. I told myself I'd finally prove it. She'd be exposed, and life could return to normal. I expected excuses. I expected a meltdown. What I didn't expect was finding her passed out in the bathroom 3 days later. The ambulance ride felt endless. The hospital waiting room, a nightmare. Words like adrenal crisis and withdrawal filled the air while doctors fought to stabilize her. My parents were lost in confusion. How could this happen when she was taking her medication? I stayed silent, too frozen to speak. Then came the diagnosis, Addison's disease, a rare adrenal condition. The pills weren't for made-up symptoms. They were keeping her alive, and I had replaced them with sugar. When I finally told my parents, right there in the hospital hallway, my mother slapped me. My father couldn't even look at me. She could have died, the doctor said. Not blaming, not emotional, just a statement that still echoes in my mind. She pulled through, but our bond didn't. She cut me off. My parents sent me to live elsewhere while they helped her heal. I became the girl who nearly killed her own sister. The twin consumed by jealousy. For 2 years, she didn't answer a single message. I wrote, emailed, begged. I studied everything about her condition. The guilt was crushing. Then last month, I got a letter. Just 3 lines. I saw your Instagram. I know you've been raising money for Addison's research. Why? I hadn't told anyone. I wasn't doing it for forgiveness. It wasn't about redemption. It was the only way I knew how to make something right in a story I could never rewrite. I replied with 1 line. Because I was wrong about everything. The boldest thing I ever did almost cost everything.